Welcome to the Pynn Fool Budgeter. This is the second time doing this. First time, the audio, I somehow turned it off or something, but I just tested it. Light's green. Hopefully this will be working. I think this is the second part of the other one. I think, I don't know, I'm kind of confused tonight. Oh lordy, I think this is like, I think I filmed like 3 or 4 times today, and I got one done. I got it in the computer, ran out of storage on the second one, and then realized it had no sound. So I got some more storage, some terabytes on my for the cloud. So hopefully that will help. No, it's just so. Oh, my flowers are dying. Oh, sorry, squirrel. All right, so second part, cash stuffing. These are my cash challenges. I have the $100 envelope challenge, and then I have a small amount, like $1 or $2 cash challenges. I'll probably start these next month. These are some of the little dashboards I made. I need to get some more markers so I can write on them. The ones I have probably won't do good on these ones. And then I have this one is slightly higher numbers, the ones that I made myself. And so I'll probably do some of these a little bit later. But right now I'm going to be stuffing my everyday fund. My little blue one. Usually when I go shopping or when I need extra money, this is the one I will take. And I got the money I took back out because I had to re-record this, but at least things are written down. So hopefully I can go a little smoother. I've talked so much, I don't know what I've already gone through or gone by, so welcome. This should be fun. All right, first off, Manassas. Driving all over the road down back home. Been driving for 23 years, over the road for 13 of them years. The last 10 years I've been doing local runs. First it was going all the way down to California and then back, and then now the last 6 years it's been down the road and then back home, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I work about 50 to 65 hours a week, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on weather, roads, and what's going on or how the loads line up. And so, yeah, I went in more detail last time and it was nice, had a good flow, and then it had no sound. So I'm sure we'll get a little more in depth on me down the road. If you have any questions, like I said, it's late night. I'm getting fried. I've done this so many times today. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments, and I'll try to make a list of things and answer them as I go along. All right, let's get started with this. I have my lovely little checklist. I never know which way is forward because my last list, everything was backwards and sideways, and it's probably because I'm doing the face down, because the other one, I always had a hard time getting the lining up properly. I wish the holder thing was like clear so you can see exactly, because I always, I can't see, but I'm pointing at the camera like you can see where I'm pointing, but I was always cutting like that part off so you'd see half of it. So it's not as pretty, but it'll have to do until I can get a better camera or better setup. If you have any recommendations, if you're a budgeter and you film, let me know. Do you do it from top down? Do you do it behind you? Do you do it with the good camera filming from the back side and stuff? And how do you get that to get lined up properly? I would love to know that. Anywho, I have I still use these. These are my little small ones for things I need to save up. That's not quite everyday ones. This is for a wedding. So I have some little stamps of kitties, and they are really adorable. And so if you don't have time for, you get them really cheap over like Hobby Lobby, dollar store, or whatever, and get them or even garage sales. I've seen a lot of crafting stuff at garage sales. Also, it's coming up to back to school, so you can get a lot of crafting stuff there too if you don't steal it from your kids. I already have 20 in here. I'm trying to save up $100 for this next month in June. My cousin's getting married, so I'm going to put a 20 in here. And yeah, I don't have a nice, pretty setup for the cash trays. I'm going to build one. I might actually just buy one. That might be my thing for this my allowance to buy online, either Etsy or Amazon. Just get a basic one so I can use that as a template, because I have a lot of wood in my shop. So I want to make one out of wood, but it might be nice to have a template before there, and then if I do a cash consolidation and I need 2 of them, I'll have 2 trays. So that'd be cool. The wedding is getting $20. This way I don't have to have money last second, having to dig into my account where I don't want to, like, keep a certain amount in there for emergencies. This is not emergency because I know it's coming up, so I need to save for it. Make it if I have to do an extra 20 at a time, it's better than doing $100 and trying to go, where am I going to get the money? I don't have money for gas now, or, I have to steal it from my gas, or have to steal it from my spending and that type of stuff. So at least that's getting going, and I have that on the side so I can see. And I just use it as a scratcher because it makes it fun. Starbucks and Dad. I went to Starbucks already. I still have a little bit left over. I usually go every Sunday or Monday, and then I just give them a 20. And they fill my card and I use it. But I went to Target, and they didn't train them on how to put cash into your card. So I had to give them cash, and then they'd scan my thing so I can at least still get the points, which is good. Dad, I already paid him. I pay him $200 every week. Before I started budgeting, luckily my dad is very understanding and understood my binge spending and stuff. So a lot of times when I was like short on other stuff, he's like, well, $50 extra, $50 next week or something like that. And so now that I've been doing this, I've been paying him steadily, and I do about $800 a month. And then I also pay for some other things around the house, go to Costco and pay for some of the other stuff he needs, either groceries or lawn maintenance, do a lot of lawn maintenance and just little extra stuff. Also, I have my car that I pay for, and so he uses it because I drive truck, and so he uses the truck. So I paid for that as well. So it's, we work it out. This is that way we were trying to upgrade the house because the house is like 80 years old. It was built by my grandfather. And so between me and him, we're trying to get it, because I'm inheriting this house. Hopefully I'll get him for another 20 or 30 years because I don't want him to be adult. He does a lot of other. This is actually me learning finance. I'm learning a lot, and then I might go and try to help my dad so he can get his stuff paid off. He's 75 years old and he still works. And he's in good shape, thank God. And so, yeah, he works 2 or 3 times a week and gets all the other, and does a lot of gardening. That's his pastime he loves to do. But I've already paid him for this week. I already gave him his money. I flashed him the money. He's like, ooh, mine. I'm like, okay, there you go. I got the 15 in there already for Starbucks. Got me my coffee for this morning. I'll have to go over to my other local Starbucks. Luckily, it's within walking distance. Car bills. I usually do $100 every week for car and my Visa, so I can pay off my Visa. So I've got $100 in there right now. Oh, I got that upside down. Oh well. And then I do $300 on my car, and then I do $100 on my other one. It's that way I'm paying a little extra each time. And then once I have my Visa paid off, I'll start either using that on some of the cash challenges, or I'll just add it into my car. I want to get that thing paid off quickly. What are you doing, Jinx? What are you doing? I got a little visitor over here. I already have that written down. I'm going to want to get these, once these are used up, I'm probably going to cut them smaller and just put them in there so I don't like the thing of having them in between, but it works for now. That's the thing about these things. You kind of learn what you like, what you don't like, and what I don't like is my handwriting. My handwriting is sloppy. Okay, groceries. I already went shopping today. I usually use about $60 a week. Once a month, I'll add an extra $40 or $50 and like add Costco and stuff. I'm gonna try to get a Costco envelope as well started. But it works for me for right now. I usually just use the spending money for Costco, and whatever I have left over at the end of the week, I put in either the spending or, like I said, I'm probably going to get a Costco envelope, start Costco and Target, because those are my 2 places I go to a lot, is Costco and Target. So we'll try to get a little extra money in them, and then once I get enough, then I'll go get some more of the bulk stuff, and we'll work on it there. Yeah, I already paid that. Pets. I have roaming fur babies. I have one rabbit. Her name is Bibi. And I'm sure in these videos, soon you'll hear a rattle, rattle, rattle. That's her trying to tell me open the gates because I want to go in the living room and play around. But I don't allow her in the living room unless I'm in there because she loves to chew up carpet. That's one of her favorite things. And cords. Don't get a rabbit if you're not willing to baby proof your whole house because they love anything that has sharp edges. They will chew on furniture, wood, sides of doors, anything. And luckily, my house is old and I haven't had a chance to remodel it yet, so I'm just trying to keep it as protected as I can. But yeah, they're fun. My niece, it was actually my niece's rabbit, and she had to move out of state, and she's like, "Can you find a good home for her?" I'm like, "Sure." I still have her. And then I have 2 cats who welcomed themselves into my house. I had a dog when I was on the road and stuff, so I haven't had cats for like 20 plus years. And I had some feral kittens that I had trapped, and I was trying to get them used to people so I can find them a home, and I had them in my spare bedroom, and they escaped. One of them actually escaped into the rest of my house and parkoured off my TV, and boom, there goes my TV. And that was an expensive replacement. And I had to put that on my Visa card. Still, actually finally got that paid off, but still, animals are fun. But yeah, when they escaped, went out, left one of my windows open, hoping they'll come in and eat inside that bedroom. They didn't. They still went outside. But 2 others came in, helped themselves. They liked the room, they liked the house, and they even liked the rabbit, so they decided they'd stay. And they're still here. I've had them for about 7 months now, so it's time to get them to the vet. I think they've been fixed and had been to the vet. They act like they're house cats, but I think someone probably got them from the pound, and so they were probably fixed and shot. But then they lost them. They're brother and sister. I've had them they look to be about a year old, and I've had them for about 7 months, and the girl has not shown any signs of going to heat. So I'm assuming that she was probably fixed. I hope so, because I don't want little kittens. Though I love kittens, but I just don't want to take any more cats. Because I also have some ferals outside that come by, and I'm trying to work on them to get used. I have one called Scotty. He's a Scottish fold, and he has a smoker cat voice. He's a sweetie, though. And then one of the other ones I call Pharaoh. All right. Did I put some cash in there? I started talking. I don't think I have. It has 10 and 10, 11. Yeah, I need to put some money in there. And I think I have, for them, we're splitting a 20, 10 going into the vet. 10 going into the vet. My mic's still on. Okay, good. I don't want to have to do this again for the 3rd time. I think I've done 3 different episodes today, or 3 different sit downs. And another 10 on them. I've added up. I had 160 in the cat. I should have 160 in there. Let me double check on that one. 20, 20, 20, 10, 10, 10, 20, 20. I'm also dyslexic. And so I have verbal dyslexia and everything else on top of it. So yeah, I have normal mouth, and these are going to be fun to count and stuff. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. So 160. But I counted it properly. Yay, progress. I'm going to love to do a cash consolidation. That's going to talk about how many times am I going to have to recount some of these things. Okay, and that one only has like $20 or so, 21 bucks in there. Okay, gas. We have, since I drive truck, I don't actually have to use cash, get gas as much, because I usually just take my car up to Salt Lake and then leave it at the terminal. And I pick it up about every 2 or 3 weeks and bring it back home, and then do some drive around and put it back up. And usually about every other trip I fill it up, unless something goes wrong and I have to drive home from the terminal, because that's a pain in the butt. But that makes for a very long day. But normally I just leave it up there, and then I'll usually, when I get enough here, I'll usually go and fill up my dad's tank and his truck as well. And I have 25, 20, 30, and 35 in there. And these things are really wrinkly. I was actually at the bank and I was talking about some of the cash and some of the money. He's like, he must really love getting those really new deals. And he's like, I really hate the really wrinkly ones. Usually we use a hair flattening iron to flatten them out to make them nice again, or somewhat nice. So if you have some nasty bills, get a iron and you'll be good to go. All right, beauty. I think we're getting 5 in here. Beauty, yeah. So we'll put 5 in the beauty. And 5, 10, 15, 18. Did I already put some in here and not take it out? It should be 13. Yep. Sorry. I thought I took them out earlier because when I didn't have the thing. But there should be 13 in there. Don't want to take money away from something else that needs it. Yeah. The joys of learning new things, computers and all that fun stuff. I am computer illiterate, so this is all brand new to me. And it's been a learning experience. How long is it, anybody out there who's done budgeting and done filming and stuff, how long did it take him to get into the swing of things and learning how to do this stuff? Oh my goodness. Just trying to edit was fun. Okay, here I get cash spending. I put a 20 in here, or was it 10? Yeah, I put a 20 in spending. That's usually most of my other miscellaneous stuff on top of groceries and everything. Target, Costco, and next week I'm going to go get some veggies from one of the nurseries. We do a lot of gardening around our house, so we're going to do some of that. So I got 40, 35, 36 in there, and that should get us a couple good ones. I need some, I was going to say green beans. I'm already planted some of them, bell peppers and some jalapenos and that type of stuff. I already have tomatoes. I went last week and got some for Mother's Day. We had a wedding last week as well, so we went out and did some veggies. It was actually at a nursery, so it was nice. But I already got some veggies for garden. Some of them are grown from seed. Some are from, it's like getting the tomatoes. I like to get them bigger because they take forever to grow. Stuff that take forever to grow, we usually get them from one of our greenhouses. They've got some really nice ones. Mountain Country, they are getting a $10. That is where I park my trailer. I lost all my parking spots that are near my house, and so I used to pick up from there all the time. And they said, "You just park here, no problem. We got cameras and everything, so your trailer's safe." And I felt weird just parking there without, getting, without picking up loads and stuff. So I will buy you lunch the first Monday of every month. So I do that for them. We usually buy them like some breakfasts or pizzas or something. So there's $30 in there now. And we got maintenance. We got 5 in maintenance. 3. And there is, it's starting to get built up. All right, I got 20, 30, and 35. I just put this in there not too long ago. I like to get that thing built up. This is mainly like car maintenance, and like windshield wipers and anything that goes wrong that I can, easily do. I want to get that built up so if we have any, I'll have to get into my visas. I think that was for the coffee. Costco and Target. That's probably the card I'm going to be using. I just made that. I don't know if you can see it. It all comes back sideways and backwards because the way the thing's done. But yeah, that'll be my Costco Target one. And I just made that because watching TV, watching some of the budgeters and stuff. And eating out, I'm not going to do anything on eating out because we did that yet last week and did quite a bit. So I'm going to hold off a week or so and then I'll start building it back up. Next week's my birthday, so my dad's taking me out next week. Yay. All right, well, that is my daily or my weekly budgeter. I have some other ones I'm going to do another video at once I get this thing downloaded into the computer because my phone does not like more than 20 minutes. Then it might lose storage if I don't get it off my phone. And then I'll probably do some cash challenges next. That will be on the next video. This is the second part of the first one. It's kind of a little longer one. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll subscribe and stuff, and give my love out to all my budgeters out there who got me started on this path. And when I started looking for you know, cash stuffing and stuff, because I was on the road for so long. For 10 years, I did the Dave Ramsey plan, and I got out of debt at that time. And so when I got off the road and started doing it again, and this time I had YouTube. And so I looked up on some cash stuffing and cash, you know, that type of stuff. And all the budgeting channels came up. And some of my first ones I started watching were like the Two Sister Bees and Happy to Plan with Desiree and Stuff and Budgets. Oh my God, Stuff and Budgets. I love her freaking laugh. She's awesome. And Project Savings. And she was also a brand new YouTuber. She just has about 3 months out. She's awesome. Trying to get out of the projects and get out of that sequence of living in the projects and stuff, and getting all of her budgeting all together and filming it. I think it's really awesome. And those are some of the people who got me started on this path and filming, and all me learning how to film and edit and download computers and try to find files and zip files and all that fun stuff. So this is going to be very interesting. All right. So if you have any comments or any suggestions of people to watch or ideas for that help for filming or anything like that, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I would love to read them, and any information you can give me, that'd be awesome. Thank you again. This is Payne from the Painful Budgeter. Have a wonderful day. Happy Memorial Day for all of you out here who celebrate it. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.